Jiri. He's taking on Alex Pereira. We got Diego Lopes versus Brian T-City Ortega. Ian, the future Gary. He's taking on MVP. UFC 303 and my official predictions. So I'm picking. Okay, boys and girls, it's that time again. In this video, we're going to be talking about UFC 303 and my official predictions. Okay, boys and girls, this video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is so easy. Go to the App Store, download the app. You can pick more or less on your favorite NBA players, NHL players, NFL players. This weekend for UFC 303, they got a free square. So Alex Pereira needs to land one punch and you win that square. So my picks for this weekend, I'm going to pick Andre Fili with more than 55.5 significant strikes. I'm going to pick Diego Lopes with more than 40.5 significant strikes. I think him and Brian Ortega are going to have a hell of a boxing match with 4-ounce gloves, and they're going to beat the tar out of each other. Third one, I'm going to pick Ricky Simone with more than 3 takedowns. The dude's a little ball. He's a really good wrestler. He's a really good grappler. He's explosive ball energy. So I think he's going to get more than 3 takedowns. That's PrizePicks. Use code Timbo when you sign up, all caps. They'll give you a free $100 when you put $100 in. Easy, fun way to make some cheddar. So I'm going to talk about the fights that I'm most excited about, and there's the top 3 that stick out to me. We got Ian, the future Gary. 26 years old, 6'3", welterweight. He's 14-0, and he's got a good streak. He put away Daniel Rodriguez. Had kind of a boring fight against Neil Magny. He fought Neil Magny on the Sterling O'Malley card, and he kind of bounced around side to side, left and right. He didn't really commit to anything, and outpointed Neil Magny. Got it done, decision. Then his next fight, he got it done. Jeff Neal, split decision, kind of a similar style. Bounced around left and right and kind of outpointing the guy. Long, using his distance, good at punching at range, and a very slick striker. 26 years old, young buck here. And he's taking on MVP, a real vet. 37 years old. He's 6'3", 170. He's got 22 wins and 2 losses. Page's last fight was versus Kevin Holland on the O'Malley Vera card, and he was in our same locker room, and he warmed up for a solid hour, bouncing, waiting for his partner to sprint in, boom, and stepped in and cracked him. Bounce, wait for the partner to come in, boom, stepped in and counterpunched him, or bounce, wait for the partner to come in, threw a flying knee up the middle. So Ian Garry's not the type to duck. He's not the type to really commit and come forward, and that's a lot of where Michael Venom Page's style comes from. Fast twitch counterpuncher. Wait for him to come in, boom, and dink him. So I think this, on paper, this looks like a sweet fight, but I'm worried this fight might be kind of boring. Both these guys kind of counterpunchers. Ian Garry's not the type to come forward. Michael Venom Page is not the type to come forward and stalk you and cut you off and put you against the fence and really tee off. So I'm nervous that this could be a boring one, but I feel like Ian Garry might get it done with his boxing. Bounced around, chipping at him, pecking at him. Couple pecks here and there, and I think Ian Garry gets it done by decision. I'm excited for this one. Michael Venom Page, he's beat some really good guys. 22-2, and he's beat guys like Douglas Lima, who's probably the best welterweight out there that has never fought in the UFC. Very, very good. His brother Diego Lima fought in the UFC for a little bit, but Douglas never fought in the UFC. And so this is a tough bout. This is for sure Ian Garry's probably biggest challenge yet. And we'll see if he can get it done. But I have Ian Garry by decision in that bout. Next up, we got Diego Lopes versus Brian T-City Ortega. Diego Lopes, 29 years old, 5'11". He's got a record of 24-6. Very good black belt, training since he was a young kid, and he just kind of burst onto the scene. When Sterling fought Cejudo, that was his debut. He took it on short notice versus the undefeated Movsar Evlov, and he made it a good fight. Tons of instances, couple instances there when he damn near subbed Movsar and got a huge upset. He was a huge underdog in that fight, and that really put him on the map. Since then, he's gone on a 3-fight win streak, all in the first round. He submitted Gavin Tucker first round armbar. He KO'd Pat Sabatini. Minute 30, boom, KO. TKO'd Sodiq Yusuff, who's another dangerous guy, in a minute 30. So he's coming in there with some confidence. But he's stepping up to another level here. He's taking on T-City, Brian Ortega, who's 33 years old, prime time, where all his skills are coming together. He's 16 wins and 3 losses. He's been fighting the most elite guys. Probably one of the better jiu-jitsu guys in the UFC. He's definitely up there. Dangerous guard. Both these guys have dangerous guards. Brian Ortega is 1-3 in his last 3 bouts. He had that decision loss from Volkanovski. That was back in 2021. Then July 16th, 2022, he fought Yair, and he had that weird shoulder injury. And then February 24th, 2024, this year, he fought Yair Rodriguez, and he had a bunch of shit go wrong. When they were announcing him, he rolled his ankle. Yair was kind of piecing him up a little bit in the fight. Ortega kind of outweathered him and ended up breaking Yair Rodriguez, submitting him with a triangle. He looked sharp. I mean, he looked sharp. He brought in a lot of heart. This is definitely a big step up. This is Diego Lopes' biggest fight of his life, and there's definitely ways for him to win. I think, personally, Brian Ortega, 3 rounds is going to be a little bit too slick for him. He's probably going to outbox him, and I think their jiu-jitsu is going to cancel it out. I hope it hits the mat. I just don't know if it will. I think it's going to cancel each other out, and they're going to box each other. I'm going to pick Brian Ortega by decision. Next up, the main event. The crazy guy from Czech Republic, Jiri Procházka. He's 31 years old only. 6'4". He's got 30 wins and 4 losses. And this dude's scary. He comes in and he wings his punches. He hasn't had a fight go to decision since 2016. 2017, when he started his he won by TKO, won by TKO, won by KO, won by TKO, won by TKO, TKO, won by KO, 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 spinning elbow, Dominic Reyes, KO, Volkan Ozdemir, submission rear naked choke versus Glover Teixeira, got TKO'd by Alex Pereira in 2023, and then he TKO'd Alexander Rakic. So there's definitely ways for this guy to win. He throws so hard, he swings from his hips, his chin's floating. He's so unorthodox, but he throws to kill, and that can get you by in MMA. Now he's fighting Alex Pereira, who's an expert kickboxer. Probably the best left hook the UFC's ever seen. Alex Pereira is 36 years old now. He's 6'4". He's got 10 wins and 2 losses. 8 KOs. And he's on a good streak right now. He's on a 3-fight win streak. Jan Blachowicz, split decision, TKO'd Jiri, and April 13th, 2024, UFC 300, he KO'd Jamal Hill. He's sharp, but he is there to be hit. He has this kind of Muay Thai kickboxing style. He doesn't really move his head a lot. His hands aren't super high, and his chin does float above his shoulders. So there's ways he can get knocked out. Can Jiri find his chin? I don't know. It's possible. If they sit in the pocket, it's definitely possible. 4-ounce gloves. 4-ounce gloves. But I'm leaning towards Alex Pereira. Jiri's going to come put it on the line. He's going to try to sit in the pocket. He's going to try to take him out. And I just think Alex Pereira is too sharp of a counter puncher. He doesn't load up that left hook. And if you're sitting in the pocket with that guy, you're running a dangerous game. So I'm picking Alex Pereira by KO in that bout. I'm excited for these fights. Thank you for these fighters for putting this on. There's a lot of pressure on these guys. You don't know what kind of training camps these guys went through. You don't know what kind of injuries they're going into these fights with. A lot of pressure. Money on the line. They win half their money a lot of the times if they lose. So a lot of pressure gives us something to talk about. So we always got to give respect and thanks to the fighters. And I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are. So comment your thoughts on those 3 fights below. What do you guys think? Where do you think I'm wrong? Hit that like and subscribe button. We're cruising. The comments and likes help. I'll leave you with this. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.